I would like to tell you a story about my addiction. It's actually a story about our addiction to oil. While you're watching this video, look around you and see how many items that you own are made of oil. The device that you're using right now is probably made of oil, since plastics comes from the distillation process of crude oil. And the scientists are predicting within 50 years we'll be running out of oil. So how can we survive without oil? What will we use to fuel our cars in the future? Is it even possible to transition from gasoline? So first we need to learn why we need to stop using gasoline, or at least try to transition from gasoline. We learned that fossil fuels are not renewable resources. So it takes millions of years to create them. And second, transportation is one of the major contributors to climate change, since those cars that use gasoline, they emit carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And the process of mining gasoline is bad for the environment, or what we call fracking. So fracking, if it's not done properly, it could damage the environment. It could damage the groundwater resources, and if it's done offshore, it could damage the ocean if there's any oil spill, and also its ecosystem. And since the supply that is running low right now, a lot of countries trying to find different places, different areas to mine, even offshore. And some countries even sending their troops to areas such as Middle East, to those oil-rich countries to guard their oil supply. So are there really other options to fuel our cars right now? So go to your nearest gas pump and you're probably gonna see gasoline with its different octane grades, maybe diesel, but there's basically not competition for gasoline. So how do we stop using gasoline, or at least moving away from gasoline? So there's this what we call flex fuel car. So what is a flex fuel car? So a flex fuel car is a car that can use either gasoline or ethanol, or a mix of both between gasoline and ethanol up to 83%. A good successful story about this is Brazil. Back in 1975, almost 90% of all their cars could run on ethanol. And ethanol is cheaper compared to gasoline, and it burns cleaner. And they were able to create more jobs since the booming usage of ethanol. And it also supported the economy development in Brazil. And based on data from Forbes magazine, here in the US alone, back in 2017, the government had to subsidize the fossil fuel industries up to $649 billion of dollars. So that money, we can use it for something else, maybe for education or public health. So what are some future fuels options that we have? So we have alcohol-based fuels such as ethanol and methanol, and also hydrogen-powered cars, and biofuels or biodiesels, and also battery-powered cars or electric vehicles, or what we call EVs, such as Tesla. And is it really expensive to transition from gasoline? Well, not really. So first, check on the trunk of your car. See if you see the Flex Fuel logo. If you see it, that means your car could run on ethanol. And the other way to tell is to check your gas cap. If it's yellow, that means it could use ethanol, or it's a flex fuel car. And this kit right here, it only costs about $150. And once it's installed in your car could run on ethanol, or could become a flex fuel car. A hacker even found a way to connect your car to a computer and could adjust the setting, and it's only one click away to adjust it from only using gasoline to become a flex fuel car. So it looks really simple to transition from gasoline to ethanol. But what are some challenges? So first, hacking into your car is illegal, and using fuels that are not recommended by your car's manufacturers could void your warranty. So what can we do? So first one, we can write to senators about it. So every year passes without congressional actions. That means we're becoming more dependent to gasoline. And if there's no demand, there will be no supply. So we need to start using ethanol or start transitioning from gasoline. Why will we send our fathers, brothers, and sisters, sons to those oil-rich countries while we can produce sustainable fuels here in America? So why don't you convert your car to flex fuel car? And if you're planning to buy a car in the future, maybe think about buying a flex fuel car or even a EV like Tesla.